Hello and welcome back to the channel, guys. So in this video we're gonna go over chapter 1138 of One Piece. Hardly. Okay, this is the text and right, let's the hardly text, right? That was teased a couple of chapters ago. Is that sake or is it milk? And my guy, like who is like posed up like Shanks. Like, what is like this aura boost from Oda? And this is the geisha, the kidnapped women. Is this the Yasui's blade? And of course, they're like all in cat attire. My guy has a handkerchief as well, so nice. So the neck, what you call, um, neck something. And my English is not Englishing, so this is sake as well. My guy is literally Shanks. What is this tattoo? This is a new tattoo, right? And not horns, but the headwear is kind of different, if I remember correctly. This is literally resembling Onigashima now. Before it wasn't like that, but right. This is literally Shanks with the who's head rather than who's design. What the actual it's not 3 minutes mark, so I'm gonna be a polite boy, but what the actual what's that? Sheesh, and my guy, he's okay. This is a very strange thing going on here, bruh. My guy is posed up like Shanks. Okay. Uni Child Yamato and the Holy Inari Shrine Pilgrimage, Volume 24. The base belongs to Who's Who. Okay, shocker. No one knew. Okay. Who's Who cat. This is this means Neko. Maybe this is a kanji for Neko. My kanji is not that good, so yeah. Interesting. Yeah, let's go. I went to Glaze Live. It was thoroughly entertaining, and my, what a voice. Just an amazing experience. Ichiro Oda. Yeah, that's the irony of fame and wealth, because you literally want fame and wealth because you want the financial freedom, but most of the time the commitment to the work that gets you that fame and wealth is actually confining you to and limiting you to so many commitments that you actually are not free. So yeah, tough luck. I am reading a book called Dark Horse, and that kind of explains some of these the paradoxes of, okay, you chase freedom, you are famous, you are wealthy, but you are not actually free because those commitments bring about like a more time consumption, and it's a whole nother story. But we're here for a pirate manga. Let's keep it simple. The aftermath of Loki's defiance. Okay, this kind of seems like as if they are his horns rather than just an aesthetic, because the bandages on the horns as well. So yeah, and my guy is quite bruised, and the curls in his hair as well remind me of the Sangad Nika thing. So maybe his fruit is actually artificial fruit of Luffy's, because maybe because they need something to be similar to actual Nika fruit. So maybe you're the spitting image of red-haired Shanks. Oda finally addressing the elephant in the room. So giant elephant in the room, but yeah, finally. Did you really think I just write that off as a coincidence? Okay, Oda is literally speaking through Loki now. Mind your own business. That matter has nothing to do with you. Ah, interesting. If Gunko, Spanx I'm gonna call her, knows about this, This kind of strengthens my theory that she is actually a figureland as well, maybe even a Shank's sister. Because if she was just another Holy Knight, huh, she shouldn't be into that. But I still don't see the aura matching. She is Shank's sister or even a relative. But right, and dot 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 kind of power scaling goes nuts because I even remember like a couple of months ago I said, okay, people who are throwing a dot 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 at us are all like top tier or assumed to be top tier characters. Mihawk, what you call Akainu, Kizuru, Dragon. Now this guy, my guy Yanks, is throwing a dot 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 at us, and it's double dot dot dots, bruh. He is like a dot 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 more than stronger than Akainu. He is a dot 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 stronger than Dragon. So interesting. Um, you're not wrong, but a great pirate and a celestial dragon. Great pirate. Okay, so he has some kind of respect for Shanks. Interesting. They're polar opposites. You can't blame me for being curious. Anyone would find it strange that you two share the same face. Okay, Oda is literally now not showing but telling. So interesting. The pirate you're referring to is my younger twin. He went astray. Oh, okay. He's the younger twin. So the twin brothers idea is kind of on point. And someone was telling us, okay, here's Shank's what you call YouTube video, something I saw. He was Shank's father. Yeah, good luck with that theory now. At one point, he did return to Holy Land. Okay, I kind of assumed that because maybe Roger told him, hey, bro, you're a celestial dragon, and you need to go to your kind of. But I would rather to see this rather than be told about it. Oda is kind of dumbing the whole scenario down to make people connect the dots. People are not dumb, Oda. Um, but it seems he grew too attached to the filthy world of the surface. Definitely celestial dragon mindset, but right. He returned, huh? I see. It's funny how I ended up hating both of you brothers. And I thought my grudge couldn't get any worse. What a family. You bastards. When I get out of these chains, you gonna do what? Um, you know what I'll do, right? I'll make it my mission to make sure my buddies are avenged. Okay, Avengers in this page. But what I'm curious about, these animals are still reminding me of Shiki in the Floating Island Strong World movie. This is not a coincidence. Oda is kind of preparing us to reintroduce Shiki to the story. And I think I cannot help it but be reminded of Yula in Genshin Impact, the way kind of Loki speaks, because he's a he's totally a kind guy and totally a kind of like over the top reactive person. That yeah, it resembles Yula. That she was a kind of a bougie ass from a bougie ass like royal, let's call it, family, and because of that she had to um, kind of save face and say, oh, I'm gonna take revenge, I'm gonna have my vengeance and shit like that, but she never did. So that was excused for her to do good now with the promise of revenge in like later days. That never came. So I think Loki is kind of like that as well, but this kind of is kind of what you call um, this is kind of a like because these are his buddies. Maybe he's actually gonna kill them. or intending to, but I was that supposed to be a threat? My guy Yanks is like having none of that shit, bro. It's like I'm fucking like Shanks a bigger bro. That means I got like bigger aura, thicker hockey than fucking Shanks. Who the fuck do you think you are? So am I like in 4 minutes mark to be okay? We are at 10 minutes mark, so we can chill and speak like a fucking pirate. So yeah. Captain, you don't have to. Hmm. I know. He isn't worth getting my hands dirty over. Okay, I get it, Oda, I get it. He's a fucking prince. Okay, get the fuck out of here. Isn't that right, sir? This motherfucker. Yeah, Oda is kind of establishing the fucking aura. This is the black light thing. And I'm really in love with the fucking braids. That shit is clean as fuck. I don't like the like French prince attire he has got going on, but I think Mary Joa, which is kind of what you call French name, I think the whole theme with emo and God Knights are gonna be like heavily European inspired, like the royalties of European kind of inspiration going on. Because Shamrock is kind of a Ireland thing, I guess, and yeah, I think emu and even the Void Century stuff is gonna be heavily French focused. But let's see. And that's kind of a meta joke as well because the this translation is originally in French. So, and I think it's other than Japan is most One Piece is most famous in French as well, in France as well. So interesting if Oda makes it kind of like double meta with the Void Century, but I. Okay, Serbi is actually having it right. Cerberus. Okay. So this kind of says that his devil fruit is not gonna be a Cerberus. Cerberus. Maybe Fenrir is on the table still, but right. What the hell is that? It's my biting blade. Huh. So is he gonna have the same thing with Shanks that he has like fire griffin hockey? Are we gonna be revealed his Blade's name? Because I think that's gonna be a kind of a nice setup for the rest of the story, but right. Sheesh. Okay, his blade is kind of multiplying. What's with this creepy thing? Bruh, you're supposed to not see. Do you have like a fucking that great of a observation, Hunky? I still believe he has future sight because of his kind of hyped up bounty and presence on Elbaf. That's right. Okay. What the fuck is going on here, though? Captain, let's clean up here and move on. Scramble. My guy is kind of doing magic shit. Right? Oof. The fuck? Damn! Yeah, this is literally the Akatsuki now. Because it's literally the flying bird bombing shit that they had before. I think the first Akatsuki we saw in Naruto that went to the hidden leaf village. I think this is heavily inspired by that because of the bird. Mommy bird is insane though. Did she like make a bird out of just arrows, or did she like wrap it around a corpse of a fallen kind of animal and then made it? Either way, it's creative as fuck. But I feel free to haunt me down anytime. Yeah, it is taunting like fucking crazy. I'll face you with then, assuming you survive this. Survive what? Hey! You gotta be kidding me. Oof, oof. No way. If that thing gets me. Those celestial bastards. Sheesh, they fucking impaling him. What the fuck is that? Is that like a kind of aura infused with animal instinct, like kind of blade? What the actual fuck is this shit? Right? Total subjugation isn't feasible now. Let's start by taking their children hostage. Bro, what the fuck is this? You're a fucking warrior. What the fuck is hostage shit? We'll need an extra person. Understood. Who shall I call? Yeah, bruh, like, invade fucking Elbaf. We need fucking action in this shit. West Castle. I'm telling you, it was red haired. Liar. Shanks would never attack for no reason. Okay, it's literally the same design then. Red hair and, yeah, everything. It's the truth. I saw him with my own eyes. Red hair has visited Elbaf many times. I recognized him. But I know Shanks. He's a super cool guy. Maybe it was just someone who looked like him. Funny from Luffy coming this, but okay, this coming from Luffy, but it was shocking. We were wondering what he was doing in the castle. He just left Elbaf recently, right? Wouldn't it be weird for him to come right back just to skulk around? Okay, please just get to the fucking point. We know, you know, let the characters know as well. I know this is kind of dragging on a little bit with the characters and makes sense, but please get over this shit. That's why I don't like doing shit, and this is kind of plot cop out. But if done right, never is done right to be honest. Even done right, it confuses the in-world character. So I rather not even fucking touch it. But I would have loved to see the parallel of growing in a kind of uh, what you call celestial dragon mentality doctrinated into you, and not with Shanks and let's say Mihawk. If Mihawk was fucking, let's say, a holy knight and he was fucking what you call a celestial dragon, but then switched around, that would make so much sense. But the twin brother is, I guess, it's depends on where Oda takes it. But okay, and I'm sure people are gonna eat it up because yeah, one Shanks was like what you call was carrying the whole manga vibe and like aura wise. Now we have two, so everyone is gonna eat it up. But the Shanks tanks is gonna carry the Figureland guy so much. He has to kind of distinguish himself as an actual character rather than a caricature. But even if you're telling the truth, there's no way it could be Shanks. Shanks is always calm and laid back. Him doing something like this just doesn't add up. Hey, you really have faith in him, huh? This is a very nice panel of Otsuite, calm down, Luffy, but still kind of worried that it might be True Face. It's a very nice, subtle kind of expressive uh, design. You betcha, Nami. I tick you off just as much as someone badmouthed Belmer. Ah, Telmer, okay. It's Belmer-san. Ah, okay. I see what you did, Oda, there. Either Luffy has gotten like two more brain cells and is actually hunting Nami with intentionally selling Telmer rather than Belmer, or he is just being Luffy and says, okay, Telmer. But either way, to the readers, it puts emphasis on how dear it is to Nami, the name of Belmer. She immediately corrects him. So yeah. So it was a look alike. That or a brother maybe. Okay, I'm glad they're kind of let's say catching on because the worst thing ever in a story is that and I've been writing since I was 9 fucking years old, so I know a thing or two about stories, and I've been reading like shit ton of fiction or anything to be honest since I was fucking conceived. So the worst thing in a story is that the audience knows something and the inward characters don't. It's so fucking frustrating. But if the best thing is that the inward characters know something and the audience doesn't. So I'm glad Oda is kind of catching up to this and catching up the characters to the events as well. Okay, Shank's brother. Well, if he has one, he'd probably be a nice guy too. Right. Oda is kind of playing with the idea, but right. But honestly, he never talk about his family. I heard that he was raised on a pirate ship from when he was little. Okay, we seeing the guy, Shiki Scupper guy. I figure Roger and Rayleigh were his real family. Okay, this debunks the whole fucking idea. This is not Shiki. This is Scupper because we are transitioning from Roger thing. So right, um, Roger's crew. Okay, their whole crew except for Buggy. Okay. Frankie's group, the Treasure Tree Adam. Unbelievable. Adam Wood as far as the eye can see. And I thought it was meant to be rare. Huh. Wow, I had no idea it was so valuable overseas. Hmm. Yes, Ripley, nice one. Maybe I should start selling someone on the side. Interesting. Weren't you sent here to keep an eye on me? Saul seemed pretty strict about it. He was all like, "It's a sacred tree. Don't go cutting it down now, you heard?" You sound just like him. Maybe that explains the markup. Okay, is there some fucking illegal shit going on that people are actually cutting up the tree? Still, I guess stealing from under the noses of a giant is a tall order. Okay, I see the wordplay there. Right. What's that? It's a mural. Interesting. It's graffiti from eons ago. Don't tell me this is gonna be another fucking Genshin lord that we already know it was like technologically advanced in the Void Century, but graffiti, bruh, get the fuck out of here. It's literally like okay, eons ago they had fucking dragons for motorcycles like Genshin shit, but alright. I guess. Some kids probably etched right into the bark and it got fossilized. It's now designated as a cultural heritage site thanks to its enormous historical value. Is a punk's doodle that big a deal? Okay. It's said to date back to somewhere between 900 and 800 years ago. If that's true, we into Void Century shit. Then that would place it right in the middle of the Void Century, of course. We gotta show Robin. She'll be thrilled. Okay, we gonna see the Harley text, right? Hey, ain't this drawing kinda odd for old Elbaf? Not all the figures look like giants. Is this gonna be supposed to be Emu? This shit supposed to be a demon something? And who the fuck is this? Okay, this is supposed to be Ors or like ancient giant. Who the fuck is this? I don't know, but this is literally like Emu. But right, quite as far as we know, there were definitely times where the races of the world clashed, but this kind of cooperation is unheard of. Agito? Interesting. That's why I think it was probably just some kid's dream. And of course, we're transitioning to Colin. I think Colin is gonna resemble someone in the Void Century, maybe the childhood of Joy Boy. Let's see. World School. Okay. Class is in session, everyone. Listen up. Okay, Ange is here. Shout out to Sai. He's gonna be thrilled with this shit. But right, he gonna say, okay, she is brainwashing children. Just fucking watch. Our library. So this is the Harley. Yep, it's so big and old. Okay, that's what she said. Giant dust. This pretty tome here preserved many of the rich myths and legends of Elbaf, although it spawned countless interpretations too. Okay, I'm not here for the lore now. Okay, that's why all the warriors of Elbaf believe in very different versions of the sun god. It's ain't that the funniest thing you've ever heard? May I read it? Of course. Dishishishishi. The narrative is split into three distinct sections. It's said that the third world refers to the present day, meaning it's a type of prophecy. Are we gonna read the whole fucking thing? Even after like 1000 chapters, it's still too early, but right? Mind you, legends of Nika have spread silently all over the world. The only thing they all have in common is that he appears with a booming laugh to this beat. Right? I'm spitting all over the place, but I think okay, we're gonna see the whole thing now. Damn. I think Oda is lining it up with who's shit because maybe next chapter we're gonna see who's who saying a different iteration of all of these three words. Interesting. Haha, I read aloud then. The first world. The earth burned in endless flame. This Loki resembles our world because Earth originally was a piece of meteorite or something. It is to believe that was hotly unlivable, but right, and took it like a couple of thousand years to cool down to be actually livable, but right, it's supposed to be a piece of the sun, but right, you see the whole fucking image going there, but right, and this is kind of a semi-factual kind of scientific shit in our real world. So, and the hearts of men, right? Ooh, we're gonna be revealed to the whole shit. Sheesh, the theories on this shit are gonna go fucking wild. Okay, this is the Lunarians. This is the sun god. This is the ancient giants. These are the mermaids. This is the big bad evil, and these are the fucking Vikings shit. This is the Adam tree, maybe. This is Emu. This is literally Emu. And maybe this is the triangle of like what the fuck was the Umibozu shit kind of shit. Okay, this is lightning. This is what you call Enel shit. This is another dragon. These are the cities, maybe civilization going on. I told. Okay, this is Emu again, maybe. This is maybe Zanisha. Damn, shit ton of shit going on here. Damn, sheesh. Just watch this. This shit gonna be like a theory. Yeah, theory source for like ages. People are still gonna make videos on this panel alone for like 5 years. Just fucking watch. Right, the first world, the earth burned in endless flame, and in the hearts of men burned with desire. From whispered prayers, the sun god rose, beckoned by the enslaved who reached for the forbidden star. The god of the land was enraged. With the serpent of fire, they cast the world into ruin. Darkness fell, death reigned. They would not meet again. Okay. A rebirth. Okay. A breath stirred in the abyss. The god of the forest. That's why what I was wondering. Okay. Wove their magic, nurturing its devils, while the sun lit the embers of war. Those of the half crescent and full moons dream, yet the ones who slew the sun defied themselves, evoking the wrath of the sea god. They would not meet again. I was waiting for this shit. Chaos reigns. The world drifts in a void. Yet time does not erase the memory of the promised day. Its shadows its shadow looms as the voice of the half moon echoes through the ages. And once more the sun god shall rise, laughing, dancing, guiding the world to its final act. The sun is reborn, a new dawn will break. Surely this time they will meet. Okay. Now theory time. Where the fuck am I going? Theory time now. Okay, let's get my thoughts together. So this is the technological advancement shit that they are actually kind of feeding the this. I think this is four realms. First realm is for the sun god. The other realm, no, sorry, it's three realms. First realm is for the forest god. The second realm is for the sea god. The third realm is for the forest, not forest, earth god. What happens is sun god is trying to unite everyone, but these three are not kind of complying because all of them, the motif for all of them is that they are enslaving people. They're eating literally the sun. This one is eating the sun. This one is literally blazing to burn the sun. This one is literally being fed the sun to run the fucking industry going on in this shit. And I think the motif here is that everyone is unified under this symbol of sun god. This is the fucking mech. This is the fucking giants. This is the fucking sun god. These are the Lunarians. These are fucking Whales. These are every fucking race. And what happens, I think, two figures, which is Luffy, not Luffy, Sun God, and the Emu shit figure here are leading the charge to defeat these three things. And this kind of reminds me that, funny enough, I go back to Genshin lore and even reincarnated as a slime shit because both of those have heavily emphasized dragon lore. That dragons ruled over the like existence in both Genshin and the fuck is that slime shit. They're reincarnated as a slime. So maybe Oda is going with this shit because dragons are quite like prominent in the story. Could be that maybe this figure, Emu figure, absorbed this whatever, maybe forest god, maybe sea god, whatever, and they got their power, and now they want to rule over all of this shit. But because this resembles shadowy figure creeping up on Merijua's throne as Imu's transformation, and I fairly believe that Imu is gonna be a Western dragon, maybe kind of resembling dark kind of side of side of imaginative powers of Luffy. But I think she's gonna be a Western dragon. Imu is he is a fucking yeah. Good luck going with that theory. I'm open minded, but Imu screams she. But and Oda is not type of guy to say, oh, it's they, it's them, it's gonna be like a fucking politically correct about the gender. It's either he or she, and I don't see a he in him in her. But right. This is Arc Maxim. This is Lightning. So interesting. This is the Noah's Ark. So okay, Oda is kind of keeping it vague because it's still not time. Maybe he's not even set on the thing himself. But the clear idea is okay. The civilizations were feeding the sun and their dreams to industrious prosperity, which is this dragon shit. This is kind of a civilized country and shit, and they are literally feeding it the sun. So this is kind of clear. Maybe these three represent a kind of new every single world that there is, but I'm not gonna go with that. So this is the industrious before Void Century, let's say, and they're feeding it their dreams and their it's gonna be technologically super advanced. So we have the moon here, we have Arc Maxim, we have Emu figure leading the charge of Noah, and this is the Clubberman maybe, because we have a Lunarian here, so this is not a Lunarian. This is an angel figure, and I'm gonna say this is a Clubberman. These are the like a Noah's Ark represented in animals and every kind of species. The fucking Bible shit. This is the tree of this is Eve tree. I think that the fight is gonna be in the Marijua kind of. The final fight is gonna be around Marijua. Another theory is that Eve tree is actually trapped in the red line, and the red line is built around Eve tree rather than not. So this kind of resembles the Attack on Titan shit that kind of original Titans or whatever colossal Titans and the rumblings were like trapped in the inside the wall. So this is kind of that resemblance, and these are the pirates people who are fighting against this big bad guy. Maybe this is Blackbeard, but I don't think so. And these are the Lunarians. These are the fish people. Let's say these are robots. Maybe this is like Emeth shit. And this is ancient giants. This is Nika, mermaids, everyone. Like who the fuck is this? Like okay, these are the giants. This is the giants, and yeah, everyone is like literally sailing to the final war. This is the final war, and maybe this is either Blackbeard or it's yeah. I think this is Blackbeard because maybe the another theory is Blackbeard is gonna absorb Emu's powers for himself and be the great big bad boss, which is like maybe is a fucking CG monster. Who the fuck knows? Or maybe this is actually the fucking Umibozus that this is gonna be actually the sea god. But interesting shit all over the place. A deep mythology unveiled. Yeah. I'm kind of liking Oda is tying everything together. These are the races. if you see the mouse movement here, shit. And this is the sun imagery going all over. And the interesting part is that they're feeding their dreams to a society, to a standardized kind of society. So maybe the message would be that okay, everyone is feeding their dreams to kind of society, and everyone is being like okay, I'm being called. I'm gonna pause this. Okay, have a nice day and take care. Bye.